This is the GTX250 Turbo, and I'm going to be beta testing it. This is a direct copy of the GTX250 Turbo, which is the dyno-proven turbo by Jerry over at Bad News Racing. This is a part that is made US and Chinese that Jerry has been full transparent on, has used to cut down costs for consumer market. So there is nothing to say about the quality of it, nothing to say about the performance. This turbo is rated for 250 horsepower out of the 1.4 Ecotech motor. The reason why Jerry is doing this is to help cut down his costs for people that can't afford the GTX250 with the American-made version. Now, if you want to go with that, that's still going to be available on his website, but this will be released later on this year. What I'm doing with it is beta testing it on a daily driven platform with some different mods with the 42-pound injectors. I have the downpipe, the mid-pipe, running a flex fuel kit, which I'm going to be converting to 93. Unfortunately, Jerry doesn't want me on fully 85 for this, but we have a bunch of people in this group doing some beta testing for different types of builds, from stock, fully built, midway, in places like mine. Jerry's doing this as a way so we can get some data out for you, the consumer, by the holidays, because around the holidays like Black Friday, people are probably going to eat this turbo up. So I cannot wait to get this thing excited. This is a big turbo. So full disclosure, I will not be doing any of the install. My boy Dave over at Super Cruises, which I'll put a link to his channel up in here, is going to do the install for me. I'll be doing the driving videos, getting the data logging, doing the reviews that way for here on YouTube and on social media. So I'm not even really going to open this up because it's just going to go in the car because I'm driving this up to Dave's house on Saturday, along with a LS7 coil pack that I just got. I need to open that up and make sure that that's all good. But for this series, pretty much expect to see some video of Dave installing it. I'm going to see if he can do some of that for me. And then we're going to do a little initial review. There is a 300-mile break-in period, so I can't be hitting boost all the time with it. And then Jerry and I got to dial in the tune. So it's going to be a little bit of data logging at first. I got to get my car as low ethanol content as possible right now because I'm at like 75% E85 and running the flex fuel. That's where if you follow me on Instagram, I got the flames coming out the back and all that good stuff with it. So I have to go fill up at 93, get my ethanol content down, drive the car up to Dave, or he'll install it. So figure the first review video will probably be next Saturday, the 9th. I'm going to go pick the car up from Dave, do a nice 2-hour drive back, cruising with it, hitting a little bit of boost because I had to do that break-in period first, and then I'll do some data logging with it. For me, I'm personally excited to see how the car sounds with the bigger turbo. I did have some spark blowout, so I'm getting that resolved as well. So the car should be running good. I've been dying to get a GTX 250 for the longest time. I just didn't have the funds for it because let's be honest, when you're looking at a $1,600 turbo for a 1.4 motor, it's expensive. This is my daily driving car too. People will say stuff, well, why'd you wrap it? Why do this, etc. That's different. Going turbo is a big investment. I'm incredibly grateful to Jerry for allowing me to beta test this turbo. I'm not going to disclose anything on the price at this time until he publicly makes it. So that'll be in a future video on the price. It is going to be significantly cheaper than the GTX 250. Otherwise, there'd be no point for him putting this thing out. He's super excited for this. He has a Chop Sonic that he's just been beating the living piss out of on this thing, and it's performing flawlessly. So, like I said, it's a direct copy of the GTX 250. You want to crank up the boost on this thing? Go for it. I'm not doing that right away because it's my daily driven car, and if it blows up, well, I'm kind of screwed for a little bit. So, I'm super excited you guys have along with this one. I'll be doing TikTok videos. I'll be doing Instagram videos, the YouTube series, going forward with the whole review of this thing. And then eventually be able to tell you the price on it, be able to see some of you guys getting it. Jerry's excited to get this thing out on the market, but we got to test it first, and I'm willing to test it. I trust Jerry. I trust his tuning. I trust the platform. He's tuned my car, and I was super nervous at first. He was my first remote tune, had the first crackle tune and everything with it. My car's not had a single issue. That hasn't been Chevy's parts just falling off and breaking. I have a feeling my turbo's going anyway, so I needed to buy a new one, and this opportunity just fell on my lap, per se, to say that one. So I hope you guys enjoy this series. I hope you're ready to see this. I hope you're excited to have this turbo come to market. Bad News Racing has been in the cruise community for over 10 years. They have a very high rep with them. Jerry only produces quality parts. I'm very excited for this turbo, but I'm also very confident that's going to do what I need. Since I won't be cranking up the boost, I'm not going to be maxing this thing out because I'll need new injectors, valve springs, everything. If you're on a full built motor and you want to go full send this would be the turbo for you if you're looking on a budget turbo that would give you that power. So I'm going to end the video here. Like I said, I'm not even going to unbox it because then I'm going to have to put everything back in, just put it in a car for Dave. I'll get some unboxing with Dave up in Jersey at his house, and we'll do a little bit of unboxing that way with it from Super Cruiser so he can see it. He's excited to see it. Dave and I are good friends with it. I've been talking with Jerry about the tuning situation, about my ethanol, so that'll be interesting. If my ethanol content is too high, I'm going to have some lean codes, etc. So stay tuned for the ride. I'm super excited with it. I'll catch you next time in the next video. Peace.